Everybody gather around. Let me tell y'all about the wildest thing ever. It's called bash ball. Not one league, not one year, not one small hall. It's over 2,000 teams plus. But in the end, only one can stand tall. From dead ball dust to the long ball flight. From black and white box scores to the stadium lights. From Rook to Robinson, from Gibson to Gwen. Every age steps up in the bash rolls in. You got pinnacle, winners, quarters, legends, long shots. Teams that came in blazing, teams that got hot. Old time flannels, pullovers, polyester class. Whoa! We're talking bash ball, where the greats all meet and the underdogs brawl. Bash ball! Yes, bash ball. One sim to rule them all. That's bash ball. That's bash ball. You got Earl Wilson kneeling, Hack Wilson mashing. Cobb talking loud and the bass runners dashing. Mandolin in the shadows, maze in the sun. That's some club from 1919, still getting it done. You got heartbreak, upset, stick and punch pride. A favorite gets flipped and the whole room goes wild. A sweet out of nowhere, a game 3 scare. And a team nobody picked is suddenly there. The final 32, that's a beautiful sight. 32 survive and still ready to fight. After all those rounds and all those names, still room for one more team to etch its fame. Bash ball! We're talking bash ball, where the old park's live and the legends still call. Bash ball! Yes, bash ball. Every era steps alive in bash ball. Bash ball.
All right. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Mike Silva here. Welcome to the Big Beautiful Baseball Bash. Just me right now, waiting for Jamie to join. I'm going solo. I was told to just start it up. So I'm starting it up. So I hope everybody's doing all right. And I hope you had a great 4th. I did myself. I was on Cape Cod for 4 days, and it was a lot of fun. Family and everything, and beach, and it was good. Now it's raining out, pouring rain, but that's all right because it's middle of the week, so it can rain during work time. So anyway, let's see. We're gonna go. We got. Let me just share my screen. So we have some Elite 8 action going on tonight. Probably a couple games we'll do tonight. Well, if we go by the schedule, we get both Yankee teams trying to win this series tonight. Both the Yankee teams are up 1-0 in their respective series. Actually, the New York Giants are also up 1-0. So all 3 New York teams that are left can all close out their series in the next day's games. Also, the 2000 Orioles are looking to bash their way out into another round if they can beat the Naps, the 1903 Naps, that is. So, yeah, so this is the bracket. This is what's left. This is what we have. Like I said, we'll probably get to a couple of games tonight. We have no special guests tonight, so you have to just stick with me and Jamie at some point. He's going to join in. Let me see if I can just fill the airtime. I'm not really good at this because, especially on my own. So, yeah. So, let's see. I think the next first game we'll play tonight is the 49 Yankees, 66 Giants. We got Vic Raschi versus Gaylord Perry. Neither of them are victorious at all in these. In fact, they've had pretty bad outings. 0-2 for Vic Raschi, 6.43 ERA in his 2 starts so far in this bracket, and Gaylord Perry not much better at 0-2 and a 6 ERA. So this could be a pretty wild game here. So they lost. Vic Raschi's lost to 2 St. Louis losses. Gave up 4 earned runs in one game and 6 in the other one. And Gaylord Perry actually didn't pitch too bad in the loss to the Chicago Cubs. Only gave up 2 earned runs, but then he gave up 6 in 4 innings in the loss to the Red Sox. That was a pretty bad 10-6 loss. Hey, Dave Lando's here. How's it going? Welcome in. I know that there's a lot going on. We got some some Diamond Legends League head-to-head playoff action going on in the Discord. I'm not sure if that's still going on. It was about 10 minutes ago. And I know that I'm not sure if Box Course in the Basement's still going on, but they had some colorful characters there, some old college roommates of I think Mark Ungers. They were cool. I was watching that for a little while, and I was watching them play APA. That was pretty neat. Good show. I like how they brought in some of their old friends and guys who hadn't played APA in a while, and it was kind of fun to listen to. So, well, without further ado, I guess we can start up. I guess I'll do that's bash ball. We don't want that. Actually, for now, why don't we play a commercial for the bash balls cereal? That's a good call. So let's see here. Which one do we do? I like this one.
It's It's Reggie Jackson of the Bash, swinging for the fences with Bash Ball cereal.
Reggie, let us address the matter plainly. Why bash balls?
Howard, because Bash Balls knows what it's doing. It comes to the table with power, it's got crunch, it's got taste, and it makes breakfast feel like October.
Confident swagger, dare I say it, with a sense of occasion.
Now you're getting it. Thanks, Howard.
I was speaking of the cereal.
Well, Howard, the way that Bash Balls help start my day in the Bash, they are going to start calling me Mr. Breakfast.
Mr. Breakfast? Well, now, Reggie, that is at once preposterous, grandiose, and somehow entirely consistent with everything the American public has come to expect from you. Bash Balls, the official cereal of the Big Beautiful Baseball Bash, a most unapologetic breakfast.
That's great. Love that one. That's a really good one. I like that little animosity between Howard Cosell and Reggie Jackson. Oh man, Jamie comes up with some good stuff. Hey Jeff, how's it going? Jeffrey 1852, thanks for coming in. And Carlos, is that Carlos Yaz here? Oh my goodness. I think is this the first time Carlos Yaz has been on a Bash broadcast? Hey, welcome in, Carlos. Welcome in, Jeff. Thanks for coming in. We're just waiting. I'm going to give it a minute before I start that first game. See if Jamie can pop in. Let's see. So we're going to go 49 Yankees, 66 Giants. And we'll get this going. So for lineups, we'll have Rizzuto, Mize, DiMaggio, Henrik, Yogi Berra catching. Gene Woodling, Mean Gene Woodling is in there. And Jerry Coleman, Bobby Brown. We got some famous names here. No Whitney Houston in the stands though. So, hey, how's it going? Unifix. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Just about to start up a game of 1949 Yankees, 1966 Giants. Game 2 of a 3-game series with the Yankees are up 1-0. And the Giants are looking to try to hang on in this series and force a game 3. So the starting lineup for the Giants, we got Jim Ray Hart at third, Tito Fuentes at short, Willie Mays, say hey kids, in center field batting third, Willie McCovey's at first base batting fourth, Tom Haller catching, downtown Ollie Brown in right field, Len Gabrielson in left field, Hal Lanier at second, and Gaylord Perry on the mound. This game is being played at Candlestick Park, where it is 57 degrees, wind blowing right to left at 11 miles an hour. All right, so let's get this thing going. And so we got Gaylord Perry to face Phil Rizzuto. And we're here at Candlestick Park, circa 1966. Floor was completely filled in around the edges there. It was just open up. It was open. And here's a base hit for Rizzuto right up the middle. Started off. And Johnny Mize coming up. And he grounds to second, and they only plays to first base, and Rizzuto goes to second. So 1 out, and Joey D. And he grounds to short, and Rizzuto goes to third. So station to station here, 2 out now, and his Henrik, who's had a pretty good Bash bracket final 32, he's 9 for 26 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs so far. See if he can get a run in. And he drives one to the gap. Is Willie Mays going to get there? He does not. He has to play it on a hop, and a run's going to score. And he's going into second with a double. Henrik with a RBI double to lead it to start off the Yankees in the right spot. So it's 1-0, 2 outs, and here's Yogi Berra. And Berra drives the line drive to left field. Gabrielson comes back and grabs it before the warning track. So that's it. If they get one, it's 1-0 Yankees after a half an inning. And here's Jim Ray Hart to face Vic Raschi. And Jim Ray Hart grounds up to first base. Johnny Mize grabs it, 1 out. And there's a hot shot to third and the throw to first, and he's got him. 2 quick outs, Tito Fuentes. And his say, hey, kid, Willie Mays, 10 for 32, 312 average. Oh, hey, you're coming all the way from Bangkok, Thailand. That's thanks, man. That's awesome. And here comes Willie Mays to face Raschi, trying to get the Giants on the board. And he cannot as he grounds to short. And the throw over to first, and that does it. So the first inning's done, 1-0 Yankees. And here's Woodling, Coleman, and Brown due up. And Woodling grounds to third. Throws across the diamond for out number 1. That was Jim Ray Hart making the play. And here's Jerry Coleman. And walks him. So Gaylord Perry walks Coleman and his Bobby Brown. Ground ball. That's a double play ball. Throws to second for 1. The first double play ends the inning. So 1.5 through, 1-0 Yankees. And here's McCovey, Haller, and Brown. Here's McCovey to pitch, and he drives one up the middle. First hit for the Giants. And there's Tom Haller, who's 8 for 31 with a home run and 4 RBIs. And grounds a double play ball. The short, no, they can't get the play to second, only to first. And McCovey goes to second. He's not exactly fleet of foot, but he could score on a base hit here. And here's Ollie Brown. Ollie Brown batting .250. And pops it up in the infield. McCovey has to retreat, and there's 2 down. Here's Len Gabrielson batting .280, 7 for 25. And he walks him, so we got 2 on, 2 out. Hal Lanier, light hitting he is, 3 for 26, only batting $1.15. And Lanier grounds it softly to third, throws across, and the threat is over. It's now still 1-0 Yankees. And Gaylord Perry facing his counterpart, Vic Raschi. Struck him out looking. So let Bob Uecker do the announcing.
On an outside corner curveball.
All right. Here is Phil Rizzuto. Rizzuto, line drive to left. Gabrielson has it for out number 2. Johnny Mize. Big Johnny Mize. Line drive deep to right center, right field. That's going back, and it is gone. The leaping Ollie Brown, and that is gone for a home run. It's 2-0 Yankees. Let's see that replay. 368 feet, and just over the fence over a leaping Ollie Brown, and couldn't get it. So Johnny Mize comes up big, gives them a 2-0 cushion. And here's Joey DiMaggio. Joey. And strikes out DiMaggio. But the damage is done. It's 2-0. And here's Gaylord Perry due up.
Corner curveball.
Perry lines to first. Mize snags that. Brings up Jim Ray Hart. And that's going to be a tough one. Oh, dive and play by Rizzuto. And that makes the play. Out number 2. What an awesome play that was to dive and up the middle and grabs it and threw to first for the out. And here's Tito Fuentes. The Giants are being stunted right here. And there's a fly ball to right field, and Henrik grabs it for out number 3. So after 3 down, 2-0 Yankees. Here's Henrik to lead off. Henrik drives it to left center field, and it is going to be caught by Gabrielson. That's 3 putouts, I believe, this game so far for him. And there's a shot to second, no problem. Routine, 2 outs, and here's Gene Woodling. And that's going to be into the gap between the left and right center fielders, and it's going to be double for Woodland. And here comes Jerry Coleman, batting .333 actually, 6 for 18. Line drive, and it gets past the shortstop. And let's see, they're going to send Woodling home, and he's coming home, and he's going to score. It's now 3-0 Yankees. Giants are getting him to be in trouble here. And Bobby Brown is up. They're actually going to walk him to get to the pitcher, Vic Raschi, with 2 outs and 2 on now. And they walk Raschi. That's not what they wanted. And now we got Rizzuto with the bases loaded. This could be big trouble for the Yankees. I mean, for the Giants. And that's it. Rizzuto makes them pay. Up the middle, base hit. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Is now 5-0 Yankees. So not a good play to walk the pitcher there. And that brings up Johnny Mize, who went yard last time. And line drive to left field. Gabrielson goes back to the track. Wow, almost the opposite field shot, but it's 5-0 now. The Yankees are on top. It's going to take some doing for the Giants. Still have some time to come back here. Hey, what are you looking for, Jamie? What? I'm not good enough for you guys, Dave? Is that what it is? I don't know. Jamie's he told me to get on and start it up, and he'll be joining momentarily. So that's what I'm doing. All right. What? I'm not good enough for you. All right, here comes Willie Mays. And that's going to go into the gap. So that's a good start to the inning for the Giants. As it's going to be a double for Mays sliding in there. And McCovey's looking to drive him home. They need to get some runs on the board. And he does not, but he gets him over to third base. So there's 1 away. And here comes Tom Haller, 250. And he walks him. So base runners are needed. Double plays are not needed for the Giants. So here's Ollie Brown.
Got him out. Called strike of the knees.
Struck him out. Len Gabrielson trying to get, and he smashes one up the middle. It's going to score a run, and they're going to send him to third, and he's going to get there. 2 outs, 1 out, 1 in, 2 on. So it's 5-1 now, and here's Hal in there. See if he can get it going, but he's only got 3 hits in this whole bracket. And he flies out to right field to end the threat. But they do get a run, so they close the gap to 4. They just have to keep them off the scoreboard for the rest of the game, I think. Gaylord Perry's still in the game, giving up 5 runs. And there's a base hit up the middle for DiMaggio. So he's clearly not got his A stuff, or his B stuff for that matter. And here comes Henrik. And that's a tough play for Perry. Throw to first, and he beats it out for an infield single. So 2 on, nobody out. Here's Berra. And they hit him, so he's all over the place. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, they still leave him in there. So this is all managed by computer. Oh, man. So bases loaded, nobody out. And a blooper to center field. This game is getting away from the Giants. 1 run scores. Hey, and he's out at home. So they get the throw from Mays. It gets the runner from second trying to score. It's now 6-1. 1 out now. Runners at first and second. Jerry Coleman's up. And there's a wild pitch. So Gaylord Perry sends a wild pitch. And the catcher's just retrieving that. Both runners move up. And the hits continue to go. I'm sorry, it's a pass ball. My fault. It wasn't Gaylord Perry's fault. It was Tom Haller's fault. And here's Jerry Coleman again. Line drive to short. Now it's an out they needed. 2 outs. And here's Bobby Brown. They walk him to get to the pitcher again. So Bob Pretty is on the mound now. Pretty pitching 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 3.6 ERA in the tournament. So in the bash so far in this bracket. And he flies out to right, so that gets him out of the inning. 1 run in. It could have been more than that easily, but luckily Willie Mays saved a run with a throw. And so that's going to bring Jim Davenport, the pinch hitter, for Pretty. So he only pitches an inning or a third of an inning. And here comes Davenport to face Raschi. Davenport sends a line drive to rockets it to second, but he makes the play for out number 1. Here's Jim Ray Hart. Grounds it to short. Makes the play to first. Out number 2, Tito Fuentes. Line drive to center. It looks like it's go. Oh, it gets over the head of DiMaggio. Goes all the way to the wall. Fuentes sliding in the second as it's retrieved pretty quickly. And it's runner at second. And his Willie Mays trying to continue to keep the Giants alive here. Shot to Rizzuto. Over to first. Out number 3. 5th inning is complete. 6-1 Yankees. Joe Gibbon is the new pitcher. He's pitched 7 2/3, 1 earned run with a 1.17 ERA and a 2-0 record. So he's been pretty big in relief. And there's a grounder to short. 1 away. Johnny Mize with a home run, 1 for 3 today. And Johnny Mize drives it deep to left field, and it's off the fence on the left field line. He goes opposite field for a double. So Mize 2 for 4, home run and a double. And here comes DiMaggio trying to drive him home, and he pops it up. Fuentes is there, makes the catch. Out number 2. And Henrik is it. And he grounds it to second, over to first, out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Willie McCovey, Tom Haller, and Ollie Brown due up. McCovey drives one to right, but it's snagged on a line by Henrik. 1 away, his Tom Haller. And Haller bloops one to left. And what a catch. What a catch by Woodling. Let's see that again. 5-star play. Blooper. I thought that was certainly going. It was going away, and he dove, made the catch. What a play. All right. 2 outs. The Yankees are feeling their oats right now. And here's Ollie Brown. And he flips to the pitcher for out number 3. So innings are running by, and the Giants are running out of chances. They're in danger of being swept out of the Bash. Here comes Yogi Berra. Line drive to left. Gabrielson there. 1 away. Woodling is 2 for 3 with an RBI. And he flies out to left on the track, and he's got it. Coleman is here. He's 1 for 2. And pops up to the catcher. See if he comes down with it. He does. That's 3 away. So 7th inning stretch. Gabrielson, Lanier, and Gibbon against Vic Raschi, who's pitching very well tonight so far. And that's usually the kiss of death for a pitcher when I say that he's pitching well. And there's a fly ball to the left. 1 away. 5 runs are the difference here between the Yankees and the Giants. And a pop-up. So Giants just don't have their batting today. Jesus Alou pinch hitting. And it sharply hit to second, and that's 1, 2, 3. And Ron Herbel is in. Not too good. He's 2 in the 3rd inning and 3 earned runs. So that's a small sample size, of course. And rocketed to first. Willie McCovey snagged that one and was able to beat him to the bag. Out number 1. Hank Bauer pinch hitting now. Struck him out.
He struck him out.
All right. Herbel's got his ERA down to the single digits, so that's good. Here's Rizzuto. Struck him out. So struck out 2 in a row. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3 inning, and here comes Jim Ray Hart. That's what they needed, but the Giants need also to get some runs, and they got 2 innings to do it, 2 at bats. Fred Sanford is in relief. No earned runs in 2 innings of 2 hits given up and the strikeout. So let's see what happens here. And there's a drive to right field and deep and gone. So the first pitch to Jim Ray Hart puts it in the stands. So we got a 6-2 game. Let's see the replay of that. 382 feet. That was a hit opposite field. Home run. Jim Ray Hart. No, ladies and gentlemen, he's not an assassin. He just goes by all 3 names. All right, next batter, Tito Fuentes. Not exactly a heavy hitter here either, but we'll see what happens. That was the first home run for Jim Ray Hart in the final 32 tournament. And Fuentes with a base hit up the middle. So Fred Sanford comes in and gives up 2 hits straight away. And that brings up the man, Willie Mays. He's going to have to do something big here. And drive down the line. It's a base hit all the way to the fence. That's going to possibly score a run. Doesn't look like he's going to score. Nope, he does not. Double for Mays, second and third. And the Giants have something going here, folks. And we got Willie McCovey with two men on. And the tying run is on deck. So here we go. Covey hits one inside, and no, the runners stay where they are to the right side, and they still didn't bother to score. So there's one away. Tom Haller trying to get those runs home. They need them. Grounded to short, and the runners still don't go anywhere. So it's two ground balls in the infield, keeps the runners at bay. It's now 2 outs. Downtown Ollie Brown. I have to say, if they don't score these 2 runs, they're in very precarious position for the 9th inning. And Ollie Brown lines out, and they cannot score any further runs. It's a big opportunity missed. And we'll see how it plays out, right, ladies and gentlemen? So here we go. Ron Herbel. Ooh, snagged by McCovey. He's a vacuum cleaner over there at first base today. DiMaggio. And he grounds out. So the Giants have done a pretty good job since the 5th inning of keeping the Yankees at bay. And Tommy Henrik. He gets on the base paths with a base hit. Yogi Berra. And that's going to be extra bases. That could score the run if they don't get it in quickly. And they throw to second, and they are going to come home, and they're going to score an insurance run. That's going to kill it. That's a killer for the Giants. So let's see. Gene Woodling grounds to the catcher, and that's going to be a tough play. He always beats it. Wow. Beats the infield single, and they're not done yet, folks. Jerry Coleman, 1 for 3. Grounds to second. That's going to end the inning. But they get a run. That's a killer run right there. 4 runs would have been the most ideal, but not even ideal. But here's Gabrielson, Lanier, and then a pinch hitter for Herbel if he gets up, I'm sure. Gabrielson grounds to short. There's 1 away. 2 outs left in the Giants season. Here's Lanier. Flies out to center. Just no offense from Lanier. DiMaggio gets it. 2 down. Jack Hyatt, the last chance saloon for the Giants. Here's the pitch from Sanford. And a soft grounder to the catcher. Berra gets it. Oh, and he beats it out. So it's still Jim Ray Hart gets up. He's 1 for 4 with that home run to right field. And as a pass ball, a wild pitch. The runner, insignificant, goes to second. And it's a wild pitch for Sanford. His Hart. We got a 1-1 count. Jim Ray Hart hits it to deep center field, but DiMaggio backs up, and the New York Yankees of 1949 win the series, and they move on to the Final Four. So that's the first team to make the Final Four, the 49 Yankees. And we got Johnny Mize with the home run, big home run, 3 for 5 for Woodling, 3 for 5 for Henrik, 2 for 5 for Mize, 2 for 5 for Rizzuto. And Rick Raschi pitched 7 innings, only gave up 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. So that's a big game right there. And we're going to update my spreadsheet here to move the 49 Yankees up to the Final Four in the bracket. And they're going to face the winner of the 2000 Orioles and 1903 Naps, which could happen in this day, not today, possibly, but in this day's games. And let's see. Also, we have to update this sheet as well. So the 1949 Yankees, they go to, this is them, and this is the 60s. They beat the 66 Giants 2-0. And so the 66 Giants are out in round 8. Round 9. Round 8. Oh, round 9. Sorry. Okay. All right. So we got our first team out in the tournament. So here we go. Let's go back to the bracket. The second game I was going to play, I just don't know where Jamie is. I'm kind of thinking we might just make it a quick one gamer tonight and just maybe pick it up again tomorrow. But the Giants, there's another Yankee team that could very well advance as well. The 38 Yankees playing the 2022 Braves. They're on top 1-0. The Yankees are. 17 Giants are on top 1-0 over the 82 Padres. And the 2000 Orioles are on top 1-0 over the 1903 Naps. So the Orioles are seriously the biggest surprise of the bash, and they're still going strong, and they're one game away from moving on. So those Yankees. So I guess I'll just do a bash commercial, and we'll think about what I'm going to do next. So we'll do the next one. We'll do this one. Where is it? Oh boy, so many to choose from. I don't know where my Ted Williams one is. What happened to it? Oh, here we go.
Hello there, everybody. This is Mel Allen here with Ted Williams. Ted, what makes bash balls your kind of cereal?
Mel, I like bash balls because they've got taste, plenty of crunch, and they start a fellow off right. When you take your work seriously, breakfast ought to mean something too.
How about that? Ted Williams says bash balls are a real champion's breakfast.
You bet they are, Mel. A good hitter looks for the right pitch, and a smart family looks for the right cereal. So step up tomorrow morning and pour out a bowl of bash balls.
Yes, sir, bash balls, the official cereal of the big, beautiful baseball bash.
That's the Ted Williams Bash Balls commercial. And I like this one. This is like the Jardians commercial, but it's just like made for the bash.
I've got a replay right up, but my time is running thin. So I asked a little helper just to smooth the edges in. Now my box score's looking tight, and my blurbs all rhyme with ease. If the comments start complaining, that's just forearm side disease. AI helps me tell the story of the game I just played through. Need a ride up, no need to worry. It just helped with a line or two. Hey! My team just wanted extras on a ball that hugged the line. So I used the touch of AI to make the write-up shine. Now the old guys in the comments say the hobby's doomed for sure, but the standings still look real to me, and my grammar's more secure. The dice still make the drama, the box score still stays true. AI did not play the season, it just helped describe it too.
I like that one. That was more of a pro AI video or lyrics for our hobby anyway. As I don't want to get into that discussion, but I mean, it's a, AI use in our hobby, I think is a very good thing for the write-ups and for the descriptions and logos and pictures and things that, probably 99% of us would not be able to do by hand if we had to do it using Photoshop or something. So what I'm going to do here, folks, I don't know what Jamie is, and I really don't like doing these games without him. It's kind of like, and the games that right now are a premium because they're getting fewer and far in between, and they're becoming more important. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a broadcast tonight because I feel like Jamie's not around for whatever reason. And, I do want to mention we are going to be doing the All-Star game, All-Star rosters preview. We have the final 2 roster spots voting. That's pretty much concluded. I'm pretty sure everybody's voted that's going to vote in that. So we got to make sure we get all the tallies, we get the results, and for that, and then we'll introduce the whole All-Star team. If anybody followed any of the broadcasts, we had the previews or we had the award shows that had all the first, second, third team All-Stars in there. All those guys are going to be in the team. plus other guys that we picked based on their if they had they might have only had one good Bash bracket, but that was good enough. It's not just all going by career Bash stats. We're going to find, we had a few players in there that had one good bracket that is enough to put them on the All-Star team. So in that All-Star game is going to be managed, or I'm sorry, the All-Star players that have been selected are going to be in a pool. And we have two good friends of ours, of Jamie and ours, from our Discord channel for the Field of Dreams / Diamond Legends / all the other sports Legends leagues that Steve Tate and Big Clue have put on. Anyway, the MV, who's been a guest on here briefly, and Dave Lando, who's been a guest on here briefly for a few times, are going to manage. They're going to draft the teams from the pool of players, and we're going to have them manage the game. We're going to have the All-Star game with Team Lando and Team MV, and they're going to have their own uniforms, and they're going to manage the game in OOTP, and hopefully be able to play most of the players. I know how that's the struggle with an All-Star game, is getting everybody into the game. But that's all time to be determined. But at least we'll have the preview show and the reveal coming up at some point soon, hopefully. And the All-Star game we're planning for before the final series starts. So it's still got a little bit of time to go, but it's fast approaching. And if we can rattle some games off this week and next week, we should probably almost be there. So anyway, well, I really appreciate everybody joining. Sorry for the short broadcast, but we got one game in so far, and I wanted to save, like I said, the rest of these for any special guests we have, and just having Jamie here in general. I want to have him there. It's not the same without him. I thought he was going to be on in a few minutes, so that's why I started. But clearly, it's not. He's not probably available, so that's fine, and that's not a problem. It's good to see everybody on here again. Sorry, Carlos, you must have been the jinx. But good to see you guys. Thanks, Carlos. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you, Unifix from Bangkok, Thailand. Really appreciate you joining. I hope you enjoyed the game. And all right, well, good night, everyone. I'll end with our sign-off song, music. Sorry. Where is that one? Oh boy, I can't find any of this stuff. I'm not organized whatsoever. Okay, sorry. I need Jamie. All right, here we go.